Hey friends, Chip here. After the first illustration skill that I've open sourced, Guild Enamel, I've added 2 more into the GitHub repo. Today, I'll walk you through both. The first one is the Premium 3D Claymorphism. It's a system to generate on-brand product icons, and 3D Soft Otter, which you can generate one fixed Otter character doing different activities that you describe. Same pattern here as before. You paste the few files into the ChatGPT project, and your whole team can now generate consistent illustrations without opening a design software. First, the Premium 3D Claymorphism. I use Carro, a car buying and selling marketplace, as my case study. Say the team wanted to refresh their brand identity and have a fresh set of icons across the app. Normally, that's a designer or illustrator only work. I wanted to prove that there's a faster way, one where the PMs and marketers on the same team can also generate the icons, not just the designers. To set it up, download the folder from GitHub and you'll find 3 things: skill.md, prompt-library.md, and references folder. Skill.md goes into the ChatGPT's project's instructions. That's the brain. It locks in the Claymorphism style, so you'll never have to describe it again. The rounded geometry, the soft matte material, studio lighting, composition, and so on. Prompt-library.md spells out the same visual language in more depth. The geometry, material, lighting, composition, and color relationships. And this is the file that you need to upload and paste into sources along with the reference images. Here's the default behavior. I type generate a GIF icon and got this. Teal and orange, the 2 default brand colors, already baked into the instructions. But you can also modify those colors too. So what you can do is type generate a calendar icon plus a primary and accent hex code, and it will pick up both colors correctly. Maroon on the body and orange on the highlight. Same 2 colors, completely different subject. You can type in a cell car icon and it still holds the same material, the same lighting, and the same style. One instruction file can generate infinite subjects, and your brand colors will travel with it automatically. The third skill, Soft 3D Otter. If you are in Singapore, you'll probably remember back in COVID times, we used to use this app called TraceTogether, and it has these cute swimming otters. Recently, I get to witness the real smooth-coated otter in the Singapore River, and that's what pushed me and inspired me to create this as my third skill. I'm hoping that I have done the original TraceTogether designer, Joycelyn, proud here. Setup follows the same pattern. Skill.md into the project instructions, and prompt-library.md and the 4 reference images into the sources tab. But here's the honest part, the thing I got wrong first. I asked for an otter jumping rope wearing orange, relying only on the images sitting in the sources, and got this, a completely different looking otter. I try again with a different prompt, the same problem. A different otter's face and proportions every time. You might notice here that the eyes, the face, is far different than the original reference image that we have attached in the sources tab. The fix and the key takeaway is we'll need to attach the hero reference image directly into the chat every single time we need to generate. So even though we have those reference images in the sources tab, ChatGPT might not pick it up. So we can paste in the same exact prompt as before, otter jumping rope wearing orange, but this time with the reference image attached as well. It will generate the same character. Once that's locked in, you can push it further. Ask it to generate different activities, for example, drinking bubble tea, baking cookies, with different clothing colors as well, for example, green or yellow, and it will still generate the same consistent otter every single time. So that's 2 new illustration skills, both free, open source, and live right now on GitHub. What I hope is you take away with this. It's genuinely possible to lock in an illustration style once with an illustrator or designer's input and hand that consistency to your whole team, not just the people who can open a design tool. If you'd like to talk about setting something up like this for your own team, I'm on LinkedIn, or you can book a free discovery call at madebychip.com. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.